Hello, Shemstars. Welcome to your English class. Children, today we are going to begin with a new lesson from your book Beehive Reach for the Top. This story is about Santosh Yadav, the first woman mountaineer of India. She is also scaled the Mount Everest twice and made a record. So, children, Santosh Yadav has been the only woman in the world who has scaled the Mount Everest, that is the highest peak, twice. She was born in a society where birth of a son was regarded as a blessing and that of a daughter, though it was not considered to be a curse, but it was not welcome. There was a lot of discrimination faced in the birth of a boy and a girl. So, children, when her mother, Santosh's mother, was expecting Santosh, a traveling holy man giving her his blessing, he assumed that probably she wanted a son to be born. But to everyone's surprise, the unborn child's grandmother, who was standing close by, told him that they did not want a son. It wasn't important for them that a boy should only be born. The holy man also was surprised. Nevertheless, he gave the requested blessing that they would be blessed with a daughter, and as destiny would have it, the blessing seemed to work. And Santosh was born the sixth child in the family with five sons, a sister to five brothers. She was born in a small village of Joniawaz of Rewari district in Haryana. So they already had five sons, so they wanted a daughter now, and the blessing seemed to work, and then she was the sixth child and a daughter after five sons to the family. And then, children, this girl, the sixth child, was given the name Santosh, which means contentment, satisfaction. But Santosh was not always contented with her place in the traditional way of life. She began living life of her own on her own terms from the very beginning. Where other girls wore traditional Indian dresses, Santosh preferred wearing shorts. So, from the very beginning, she was very different from the girls of her town. She was different in every way. From the very beginning, she was determined to do something. Looking back, she says now, from the very beginning, I was quite determined that if I chose a correct and a rational means logical, the path, the others around me had to change, not me. So she knew from the very beginning that if she was right, maybe in the beginning people would be against her ideologies, but later, once she would prove herself to be right, people will change according to her thoughts. She would not have to change according to the people around. Santosh's parents were affluent, that means they were well to do, they were rich. Landowners who could afford to send their children to the best of the schools, even to the country's capital, that is New Delhi, which was quite close by. But in line with or following the accordance with, that is according to the traditions, that boys are educated, boys are sent outside for higher studies, girls they remain in the towns, in the villages. The prevailing custom or tradition in the family, Santosh had to make do with the local village school. She had to study in the local village school, whereas her brothers were sent to Delhi to study. So she decided to fight the system in her own quiet way when the right moment arrived. And the right moment did come when she turned 16 years old. At 16, most of the girls in a village used to get married. Santosh was also under the pressure from her parents to do the same. So her parents, as soon as she turned 16, even they were after her, that now it was the right time that she should get married and to stop with further studies. A marriage as early as that was the last thing That was it means that it was the least important thing for her to do. So that was the last thing on her mind. She threatened her parents that she would never marry if she did not get proper education. She left home and got herself enrolled in a school in Delhi. And when her parents refused to pay for her education, she politely informed them of her plans to earn money by working part time to pay her school fees. Then her parents agreed to pay for her education. So, right from the beginning, she was very determined. Why? Because she knew that she was right in her own way. She did not want to get married. Her parents, they refused to pay for her education. So she decided that she would earn for herself and then she would first educate herself. So see children, education is so important if we understand, and how fortunate we are when we get education. Wishing always to study a bit more, and with her father slowly getting used to her urge or her desire for more education, Santosh passed the high school examination and went to Jaipur. Over there, she joined the Maharani College and got a room in Kasturba Hostel. She remembers Kasturba Hostel faced the Aravali Hills. I used to watch the villagers from my room going up the hill and suddenly vanishing after a while. Where did they go? Where did they disappear? One day, I decided to check it out to find out the truth myself. So that aspiration to climb mountains, it came from her vision of the Aravali Hills, seeing the villagers go up the hills and disappear. She says, I found nobody except a few mountaineers. I asked if I could join them. And to my pleasant surprise, they answered in the affirmative. Affirmative, that they said that yes, she could learn to climb mountains with them, and motivated me to take a climbing. So when she went over there, she saw mountaineers who offered to teach her how to do the mountaineering. And it was then, children, that she said that there was no looking back. For this determined young girl, she saved money and enrolled in a course at Uttarkashi Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. My college semester at Jaipur was to end in April, but it ended on the 19th of May, and I was supposed to be in Uttarkashi on the 21st. So she remembers that it was from here that there was no looking back to mountaineering, and she got herself enrolled into the institute, into the Uttarkashi Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, and she paid the admission. So she says, I did not go back home. Instead, I headed straight for the training. That is, after her studies at the college, since she's got herself enrolled in the Nehru's Institute of Mountaineering at Uttarkashi, she did not go back home after her exam. Rather, without telling her parents, she went further to learn mountaineering. I headed straight for the training. I had to write a letter of apology to my father, without whose permission I had got myself enrolled at Uttarkashi. So she only wrote a letter to her father informing her family that she had joined the Institute of Mountaineering. Thereafter, Santosh went on an expedition every year. Her climbing skills matured. That is, she developed more and more finesse in her climbing rapidly. Also, she developed a remarkable resistance, that is, ability not to be affected. She was resistant to the cold and the altitude. You know, mountaineering is not an easy job. It's not an easy task, and she slowly, because with practice, she learned very quickly how to resist any kind of cold, and she was not scared of the altitude. Equipped with an iron will, a very strong will, a strong determination, physical endurance. Physically, she had become strong, and an amazing mental toughness. She proved herself repeatedly, time and again. She would go up to higher altitudes. The culmination of her hard work and sincerity came in 1992, just 4 years after she had shyly asked the Aravalli mountaineers if she could join them. So, children, this is a very short span of time to scale the Mount Everest. To scale the Mount Everest means to climb the Mount Everest. So, it was only in 4 years that she reached at this step. At barely 20 years of age, Santosh scaled or climbed the Mount Everest, becoming the youngest woman in the world to achieve this feat. Feat, notice the spelling, children, FEAT, that is achievement. If her climbing skills, physical fitness, and mental strength impressed her seniors, her concern for others and desire to work together with them found a special place in the hearts of the fellow climbers. During the 1992 Everest mission, Santosh Yadav provided special care to a climber who lay dying at the South Col. She was unfortunately unsuccessful in saving his life. However, she managed to save another climber, Mohan Singh, who would have met with the same fate had he not shared had she not shared her own oxygen with him. So, as the oxygen level reduces, mountaineers, they carry their oxygen cylinders to as a help for to them for breathing. So Mohan Singh, he was out of oxygen supply. His oxygen was over in the cylinder, and he could have died had Santosh Yadav not shared her oxygen cylinder with him. So this is how she saved his life as well. Within 12 months, Santosh found herself a member of an Indo-Nepalese women's expedition that invited her to join them. She then scaled the Everest, a time thus setting a record as the only woman to have scaled the Everest twice and securing for herself and India a unique place in the annals. Annals is the historic records that are maintained of mountaineering. So she has been the only woman to have scaled the Mount Everest twice in the whole world. In recognition to her achievements, the Indian government bestowed upon her one of the nation's top honors, that is the Padma Shri. That is, she had been conferred upon with the Padma Shri, which is the highest award for a civilian in India. Describing her feelings when she was literally on top of the world, that is, when she was standing on top of the Mount Everest, Santosh has said, "It took me some time for the enormity of the moment." That is, it was such a great moment for her that it took her some time to sink in, to understand that yes, she was at the top of the world on that day. Then I unfurled the Indian tricolour and held it aloft. She held it high proudly. As an Indian, she held up the national flag to prove to the world that she was at the top of the world, at the roof of the world. The feeling is indescribable. She says that that feeling cannot be described. Words are not sufficient to describe what she had achieved in itself. The Indian flag was flying on top of the world. It was truly a spiritual moment. I felt proud as an Indian. Also, a fervent, that is, having strong and very sincere feeling. She was a fervent environmentalist also. Children, it is noteworthy that she collected and brought down 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas. So she proved herself. She did not only have the passion to be a mountaineer or to scale the Mount Everest or to set records, but she is a true environmentalist also, because she has brought down 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas. So, children, this is the story of Santosh Yadav under the unit Reach for the Top. How she reached the top of the world, literally as well as and figuratively. I hope, children, all of you have understood the story of the lesson. Now go through the PDF text from your textbooks. In case of any doubts or queries, you can post it in the comment section of the Google Classroom. Till then, stay safe. God bless you all.